where we're going into a very unknown economy. Things are tight. Inflation's real. You've got mouths to feed. You're taking care of people.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful, you can really succumb to fear. And that always leads to, nothing good. And so what are some of the things that you've done to stay, positive, to lead your team, to stay healthy and to stay in the fight?
Yeah, that's a great question. I honestly, I'll find myself in the process of feeling like I'm healthy, find myself slipping backwards in the middle of it. But it's definitely a challenge to keep a positive attitude. And my wife has been incredible, with that. But I would say, obviously I think there's a certain amount of, taking care of yourself. You gotta really prioritize. I think that having, been blessed with some decisions that we made, making sure we didn't go over the top when things were good and put money aside is super smart. So, a lot of real estate that we've bought into is now helping us pay the bills, So, and I'm not saying that everybody gets that opportunity, but it is something to think about if you're in a position that is good, to make sure that you are putting money aside into a diversified, portfolio. And I'll be the first to testify that that was probably the smartest thing that, God showed me to do this. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I need to put some money over here in this other area because I don't know what's going to happen over here.
Yeah.
And I don't think anybody's really immune from going over the edge or from cracking, right? Like, and I'm one of them. I do think I feel a ton of peace when my wife and I are connected, when I'm connected with my family, because I feel like then I can pull out of whatever storms, whatever I need to sell asset wise, whatever I need to, if I need to sell my car and, take a bike, like I honestly am like, hey, but my family, my wife, my kids, the people that love me, that trust, that are there, I'm fathering well, I'm husbanding well, I'm showing up, I'm present. I'm going to my kid's soccer game. Those are the things you'll never regret, no matter what happens.
Yeah, no, that's good. So I heard you say reserves, passive income have been key. And then also staying connected to the people you love.
Yeah.
And those are two incredible.
And a good group of guys around you, that somebody you can call and be like, because my wife can't take all of it, right? She can't take all that burden.
Right.
So, for years she did actually, she'd be the person I would call. And then recently, I think the last year or two, she's like, I can't be your person to talk to about this stuff. Like, it's just too heavy on me. So, share with me, be open, obviously we want to have honesty, but at the same time, you need people around you. And that's when really kind of jumped in with a group of guys that has been helpful.